Carpenders Park on the West Coast Main Line and part of the Watford DC Line. So being seen services by Advent West Coast, London Euston Railway, Southern, London Overground, and if we're lucky, some freighter as well. We just had 377 708 and a pair of West Midlands Railway 730s. 730s were off to Milton Keynes Central, I believe, and the Southern was off to East Croydon from Watford Junction. So, without further ado, let's see what Carpenders Park has to offer. Alrighty then, the next train to come round the bend will be a London Euston Railway pair of 350s. And there goes a Advent West Coast pair of 805s off to London Euston. I'll find out the numbers and where it's gone from in the next bit. Alrighty then, the next train to disturb the peace will be Advent West Coast Pendolino. Working a slightly delayed Advent West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. The previous Advent West Coast was 805, 004 and 008 from Birmingham New Street to London Euston, and the rear number of that cruise service was 350 266. Alrighty then, the next train to come through will be Advent West Coast 390. 107, working a Advent West Coast service from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. Lovely tone for the driver, thank you very much. Soon to pass through now will be Advent West Coast 390. Walking the Advent West Coast service from Glasgow Central to London Euston. Soon to pass through now will be a London Euston Railway pair of 350s. And 242 working a London Euston Railway service from Tring to London Euston. Soon to arrive in now will be the 1408 Lioness Line service from London Euston to Watford Junction. Works by 710 378, and we're going to have a bit of a crossover here. 350 111 and 234. 350, 128 and 262 working this service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street, I believe, and the other one was from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. Soon to arrive in now will be the 1408 Lioness Line service from Watford Junction to London Euston, as the 1408 Lioness Line service to Watford Junction departs. So the numbers of this one is 710 271. We'll see this when she departs. Soon to come through now will be a London Euston Railway pair of 350s going from London Euston to Tring. 350 377 and 350 260. As off goes 710271, working a service to London Euston. Nice step at whistle, thank you very much. Soon to come through now will be a Advent West Coast Vero going from London Euston to Chester. Soon to come through now will be a pair of London North Western Railway pair of 350s going from Crewe to London Euston. 350-264 next former Trans-Pennine Express 350-409. Alrighty then, our first freight of the day will be a GBRF class 66 running about 12 minutes late, going from Felixstowe South GBRF to Trafford Park Terminal GBRF. Supporting its British Rail logo. British Rail was the nameplate of that one. Fully loaded one. Soon to pass through now. Working a Advent West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston, sparking our way bound for London Euston. Soon to come through now will be a London North Western Railway pair of 350s. Working a service from Train to London Euston with a high peak tone from the driver and a bit of a voice crack. Thank you very much. Must be a very happy driver. Soon to come through now will be a Advent West Coast 390. Going from London Euston to Birmingham New Street, I think. Check the next trip, but I'm pretty sure it's off to Birmingham New Street. Incoming now will be the 1423 Lioness Line service from Watford Junction to London Euston. As behind me will be the 1423 Lioness service from London Euston to Watford Junction. 710 379 is on the Watford service, London Euston service. 710 264 is on the Watford service. Oh, she's already off. And that 390 was in fact going to Birmingham. Now heading off about 1 minute late will be the 1423 Lioness Line service to Watford Junction. Soon to come through now will be a Banter West Coast 390 going from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. 390-050. I think that's going to Manchester. I need to double check in the next bit, but I'm pretty certain it's off to Manchester. Alright then, soon to pass 10 minutes late will be a southern service from East Croydon to Watford Junction. Worked by 377-707, and that 390 was in fact going to Manchester Piccadilly.
This is a security message. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text.
Okay, we've got two services. One being a Adventure West Coast pair of Heroes. (805-013) and sightings going from Chester to London Euston, and that unit was going from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. I'll try to find out in the next clip what was the numbers of that one. Soon to pass through now will be a London North Western Way 350. 390-135 was on that one. On the way of that pair was 350-263. Don't know what the front unit was, and I think that's working a service to Milton Keynes Central from London Euston, and that 807 unit was 807-007 bound for Birmingham New Street. Soon to come round the bend now will be a pair of London Wolves. Start again. Pair of London North Western Railway pair of 350s going from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. (350, 232 and 256 going from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. And the Vanty unit that we saw in the previous clip was actually going from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. Soon to bypass through now will be a London North Western Railway service from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. 350-369, and incoming now will be the 1438 Lioness Line service going from London Euston to Watford Junction. 710-374. Then we're going to have a pair of London North Western Railway 350s going from Tring to London Euston. Attention on Express 350-404 and 350-101 was on the rear of that one. Soon to depart now will be a 1438 Lioness Line service to Watford Junction. As incoming now will be a slightly delayed 1438 Lioness Line service from Watford Junction to London Euston. So leaving this one is 710-378. See this when she departs. Now the Pioneer C 1438 Lioness Line service to London Euston. freight train of the day is another GBRF 66. Lovely tone from the driver, anyway, not. Find out next tip where this is going to and from. I wasn't expecting this to come through. On the back, 73022. Now that's something you don't see every day. I don't think I've ever seen a southern sort of livery 73 before, but there you go. Seems to pass through now. 390-02-010, working out his service from London Euston to Edinburgh, I suspect. Soon to pass through now, disturbing the pace will be. .152 going from Edinburgh to London Euston. Then we're going to have 350, 370 working a London North Western Railway service from London Euston to Tring, and that 66 with a 73 towing was a extremely delayed GBRF service going from Dollins Moor to Trafford Park, I think it said. Soon to come through now will be a Rental West Coast 390 going from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. .049. Alrighty then, our next freight train of the day with a log crack, putting the foot down, will be a GBRF 66 going from London Gateway to Lansall. 66-776. A few flat wheels on that one, but still lovely tones on that one anyways. Thank you very much. Soon to pass through now will be a pair of London North Western Railway pair of 350s. .350, 372 and 261 going from Tring to London Euston. I think it's from Tring. It's from Milton Keynes Central, I don't know. And 66-729 that we saw earlier was actually running heavily delayed, going from Dollins Moor to Daventry. Only about 230 minutes late. It was meant to pass through here just after 10, but obviously the sun happened this morning, so there you go. Incoming now will be the 1453 London Overground, well, Line S line you should say, going from London Euston to Watford Junction, 710-259. And that previous 350 was actually going from Milton Keynes Central to London Euston. Departing now will be the 1453. Lioness line says to Watford Junction. As incoming now will be the 1453. Lioness line says from Watford Junction to London Euston. And then we're going to have a Adventure West Coast 390 Pendolino. Working a service from London Euston to Edinburgh. And on this one is 710-264 by the looks of it. Now the point is the 1453. Lioness line says to London Euston. And passing there is 350-112 and its classmate working a service from London Euston to Tree. Soon to come round the bend now will be a Adventure West Coast Avero. Also 7001 from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. Then we're going to have 377-707 returning, working a service from Watford Junction to East Croydon. Despite getting to Watford Junction 10 minutes late, it's somehow made up time. For how long, that's the question. Soon to come through now will be another Adventure West Coast Avero. .807-005 working a service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. And the 350s that were going from London Euston were actually going to Milton Keynes Central, not Tring. Soon to pass through now will be 390-130 working out Adventure West Coast says from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. Alrighty then, next to Glasgow. 350-409 and 350-264. Working a service from London Euston to Crewe. With a very high pitched tone from the drum. Thank you very much. Okay, our next freight of the day will be a DRS 88. Working a service from Daventry to Tilbury. 88-003. I'll check in the next bit where she's come from. Probably Birmingham New Street, but I'll double check on that one. It's always nice to see some 88s roaming about on the network. Soon to come through now will be another Adventure West Coast 390 going from Glasgow Central to London Euston. 390-013. The previous one was from Manchester Piccadilly. Soon to pass through now will be a Adventure West Coast 390 Pendolino going from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. 141. Then we're going to train to London Euston. and 315 Soon to come through now will be a pair of London North Western Railway 350s, working their service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. and 350 111 down from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. As behind that will be the 1508 Line line service from Watford Junction to London Euston. Then we're going to have a pair of West Midlands Railway 730s, 005 and 011. 368 and 118 from Birmingham New Street to London Euston, and those pair of 730s are from Soho L&D to London Euston. And the number of this 710 will be 710 374. See ya when she departs. Now the pine is the 1508 line service to London Euston. Sounded like it had a bit of a flat wheel on that one. And also that to come round the bend will be a pair of London North Western Railway 350s, 350 237 and 350 243, working a service from London Euston to Tring. Lovely tones from that driver, thank you very much. Especially some of them being high pitched. But there you go. Soon to arriving now will be the slightly delayed 1508 line service from London Euston to Watford Junction. 710 256. Then we're going to have a Front to West Coast pair of Aero 805s, working a service from London Euston to Holyhead. Leading the way is 805 with 805 013 trailer. Now the pine is the slightly delayed 1508 line service to Watford Junction.
This is a security message. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. Wheel sorted. See it, say it, sorted. 24-hour CCTV recording is in operation.
Soon to come through now will be a pair of London North Western Railway pair of 350s. 125 and Exformer 29 Express 350 408. Broken service from Crewe to London Euston. I almost said Birmingham then, but it's actually from Crewe. Soon to come through now will be our Banter West Coast Avera unit, going from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. $807.003. Then we're going to have a Front to West Coast 390 Pendolino, Working a service from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly. £3.90, 1, 2, 3. Okay, our next freight of the day will be a Freightliner 66. I think that's working a says to Felix North. I'll double check that one in the next clip. It's a lovely tone from that drive anyways, thank you very much. Soon to arriving now will be the 1523. Lioness line says from London Euston to Watford Junction. That 66 was actually running early from Lawley Street to London Gateway. Here we have 710 377. Sounds like it's got a bit of a flat wheel on it. And in comes the 1523. London Overground says from Watford Junction to London Euston. As behind me will be a Freightliner 66 going from London Gateway to Garston. On this one is 710 269. So giving it the beans will be a 66 428. As behind me is the 1523. No, thank you. That. And on that one with a few flat wheels on that container train. But still, that's working a service from London Gateway to Garston. And it's about 4 minutes late. Soon to pass through now. Working a bunch of West Coast says from London Euston to Birmingham New Street, I presume. Soon to come through now will be another Avanti West Coast Avera unit. Working in say from Chester to London Euston, and that 390 was actually doing a London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly service. Soon to come through now, 8 minutes late, will be a Southern service going from East Croydon to Watford Junction. Not going at the greatest speed because he's currently chasing yellows from that freight service. So leading this set to Watford Junction will be 377 701. Soon to come round the bend now will be a pair of Adventure West Coast Revere 805 units, working a service from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. An 805 004 and 805 008. Soon to pass through now will be a London North Western Railway 350 working a service from London Euston to St Albans Abbey. Oh no, it's a Milton Keynes service, 350, 369. Then we're going to have a Adventure West Coast 390 Pendolino working a service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. Oh, lovely times from that 350, thank you very much. I wonder why. Soon to come round the bend now will be a London North Western Railway service going from London Euston to St Albans Abbey. I got mixed up with these two. And soon behind me will be a Adventure West Coast service to London Euston. So on the St Albans Abbey service will be 350, 373. Then we're going to have a Adventure West Coast 390 Pendolino going from Glasgow Central to London Euston. About 7 minutes late. Soon to come through now, near Watford, will be a pair of London North Western Railway pair of 350s. (350-101) and Intercontinental Transcontinental Express 350-404, sparkling away, going from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. As down in distance will be the slightly delayed 1538 Lioness Line service from Watford Junction to London Euston. Which is 710-256. See this when you depart.